they find freezer paper magic, quite magic for them. So I've pre-cut out all my pieces very roughly because they are from scrap. So we'll start off with the roof. So here is, and it's numbered 1, 2, 3. So we start off with the number 1, which is the actual roof. And I am going to make it a super bright colour. Now, this is always me. I always get it wrong. So I'm going to try my hardest not to get it wrong. So we're going to put the right side to the outside, the wrong side on this side of the freezer paper. Freezer paper, smooth side up, rough side down on the wrong side of the fabric. So we just give that a little iron. This just tests us out. And that should stick there quite well. Yeah, and it does. So what we're going to do now is we're going to peel back this one. We're going to peel back number 2 to the line and fold it. And to make everything easy, I managed to get my colours out of the way. Make everything easy, we are just going to cut this at 1/4 inch straight along that fold line. So here we go. Right, take that out. It can be another scrap for another day. So now we've kind of got a little bit of a roof space. So now we've got the sky, which blue sky. It's a sunny day. It's got blue sky. Give that a wee bit of an iron. Now this is where the magic comes in. You just put that there. This is also where things can go awry. So I'm going to put that about there because you need to have enough so that when the sky goes up, the sky piece goes up and you fold that back, you've got enough space. So that looks cool to me. That looks like it's going to work. I'm not going to fiddle around. I'm just going to get to the machine, which I haven't turned on yet. So I'll turn on the machine. And we will just stitch this. Stitch this along even, you know. Now you stitch. You don't stitch through the paper. You stitch right up close to the paper. I can't really show you very well on this bit here, but stitch right up close to the paper, straight line, straight down, right to the end and just over, and we just cut that. So now we're going to just trim this one up as well, 1/4 inch, and we'll check out how we've done on the side of the roof. Come on, undo yourself, cut yourself off. That's it. There we go. Right, so that goes up. And then we are going to iron it flat and check it out. Give it an iron. Just managed to turn my little iron off. That was clever. And then, still holding onto the paper, let's just trim this up. And we can see that, yes, I've managed to get it in the right place. I've got plenty of sky, plenty of the blue. Yeah, and there we go. Look at that. That's 1/2. Now, if we can do it for the other half, we're winning. So we fold down number 3. So this is our third. Fold it down. Give yourself a bit of space by doing that seam allowance there. Grab another piece of scrap. Actually, that looks fine. It's not too bad. Line that up, taking care again that you're going to have enough when you fold it up. Alright, I'm not going to check, I'm just going to run the risk of it working. So wish me luck. Here we go. Start off. Line it up properly. That's quite helpful. I might just back tape it there. I've got my seam, I've got my stitch length on very short, very tight, at 1.9 millimeters. Now do this, 1/4 of an inch. Get that off there. I'll just trim that there off there, like so. And before we do any more cutting, we need to check that we're going to have enough, and it is going to work. It's going to work. So I won't cut anymore. I'll just iron this out, like so. Carefully turning it over, and there we go. I will just trim this up now. We don't have to have once you get used to doing it, you don't have to have two bigger pieces of scrap. But I'm a kind of back to front person. My left is everybody else's right. So I'm kind of relaxed about that little foible of mine, and I give myself lots of allowance. So here is the house roof in the sky. How cool is that? That's really neat. So I'm just going to trim this off right now. That's down the bottom. It's a 1/4 inch seam allowance again, because we're going to attach that to the house. I do need to change my blade, don't I? I get a little burr at the end. Let's get rid of this stuff here. I'm not going to throw that out. Right, house done. All you have to do is peel that off, and we're done. We're done for the roof. Now we're going to go, and this is the house block. So we've got two sides. We've got maybe a window and the door. So we're going to start number one. Let's have a look. I'm going to do a yellow door. I'll keep that right. And oh, look at this. This is pretty bright. Not really my colour at all, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. So here we go. Now, this is the way I get it wrong all the time. I have to think about this. So, right side, just going to iron that bit out there while I think how it works. So we're going to right, so let's just have a look. Right side, that goes there, that's around the wrong way. So it's right side outwards, like so. Right side outwards. Iron it down. I might just give myself a little leeway there. Iron it on. Handy little iron there, but it's a bit hot. Now fold this line up. We'll just unpeel that. It's quite sticky, isn't it? And do the same job again. 1/4 of an inch along here, like so. Alright, now we don't bother with the sides just yet until we do the sides of the house. So let's get this door piece. We're going to just make sure we've, oh look, there's plenty there. So we're going to right sides together. Well, it's a bit hard with plain fabric. Doesn't matter that it's bigger. See, that looks fine. That's my dog barking at the wind. It's a little bit windy and something's moved. She'll be after anything. But we forgive her because she's very cute. Right, stitch it along. We're attaching what is nominally the window to the door. Like that. Now, this is where I often make my mistake. Oh, actually, that's going to work. Oh, I'm pleased with that. I've given myself lots of space this time. The last time I unpicked so much. So there is the window and there is the door. But I'm just going to actually trim this door up with a pair of scissors. Doesn't really matter. Now we're going to do the walls. This is a really bright house. So we're going to pick this. Look at that. Gosh. Keep on falling off my seat here. Right. Let's give these two pieces a little bit of an iron. Keep on thinking this is my Aliso iron. I'm waiting for it to crank itself up. Okay. Now, we're at number 3. We're attaching it to 1 and 2. So we fold this back on the line. I hope you can see that line. Fold that back on the line. We're going to trim this down 1/4 inch. It's so great if you've got a ruler that's got that 1/4 inch line. And just take your time. Get right. And then we're going to put right sides together along here. And, you know, just overlap and give yourselves plenty of space to the iron, to the machine. And again, you're not sewing the paper because it's not foundation paper piecing. You're not sewing through the paper, you're sewing against that fold. That's my thread doing some annoying thing. Bear with me. Right, let's start again. I'll hold that thread at the bottom. Does this happen to your machine? It'd be quite annoying. Right, I'm going to back tack here. Right, off we go. Straight up. And just back tack at the top. I normally do thread bunnies, but I'm just... Okay, have we got this right? Is the side of the house attached to the door? And it is. This is the best I've done. I've usually had to unpick a few seams before this end, before this, and my other ones that I've done. Can you see them? They're just behind me on the wall. So I really wanted to get this one done properly because tomorrow I go to my fortnightly quilty club, and these blocks are going to be put together to make a charity quilt for a family in need, a local family in need. And I did want to get as many as I could done to give them out. May just leave that. Right, so that's that one. 3/4 of the, well, we've just about finished. So we're now on to the final wall of the house. And I'm sure something must be going to go wrong soon. I can't believe that I've stitched everything correctly. Oh dearie. Alright, line that up. Oh, that's out of... Actually, you know what I didn't do? Oh, I didn't quarter seam this. Actually makes so much difference. Very helpful to get rid of the little bits and pieces here. You can see what you're doing. And it sort of helps to have a straight line to sew onto. Okay, right, let's go down here. Give it a blast through. I'm going to hold those threads. No, I should be using a thread bunny. I just want to do this as fast as I can so that you can see you're not hanging around. Is she ever going to finish this thing? And I'm pretty confident with, oh, what about that? That looks so cool. So I'm just going to, I do need to iron this down flat. I'm going to iron it flat because then I'm line that side up. Now I'm going to trim up all of these sides. Get it nice and square, and then we're going to attach the roof and the sky. I can't believe it. Generally, maybe it's because I've made, how many have I made? 5. This is my 6th one, and I've finally, don't talk too soon. This is where I cut off too much, or something unwinds. Right, trimming up the whole lot, might just do that. Yeah, this is, I'm a bit of a pessimist, don't I? Just give myself a bit of space across there. That's it. And here we go. Right, let's unpeel this. I think we can unpeel the whole lot now because we know that the top is 1/4 inch. Right, this is probably where I will, and then we'll line these up. 1/4 inch seam. I do need a new sewing chair. This is where I will use my Fred bunny because I've got nothing to attach it to. Right, let's do this. 1/4 inch, off we go. Final seam, no unpicking. That is a miracle. Or maybe it's just because, as I said, I've done 5 and then this is my 6th one. Alright, let's get another thread bunny here. Untrim it. No, I'm not going to reveal until I've ironed it. So we can just wait a little bit, can't we? Here we go. I'm roofie up. And here we go. All done with freezer paper instead of foundation paper where you stitched right through. I think that is a win, don't you? That's so cool. I'm really pleased with that. Thanks for watching.